Hey, hi, hello everyone. My name is Shaniah and welcome to my channel. I am 25 years old. I live in the Seattle area, and here I talk about what it's like getting through my 20s while focusing on faith, finances, and the rest of my life. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would click the like button and subscribe if you want to join this journey. Um, Today I'm going to be talking about a huge reason why I started this channel, and that is my 2024 no buy slash low buy year goals. So in 2024, I am trying my best to get my emotional spending under control and to try my hardest to do a low buy year. I'm also saying no buy because it's easier that way to think about it in that sense. I will be purchasing things, and in fact, I have a list of the things that I will be spending money on for sure, will sometimes be spending money on, and will absolutely not be spending money on. So, if that sounds interesting, keep watching, and without further ado, let's get into that list. The first part of this list is things that I will continue to buy in 2024. And that list includes groceries, car maintenance, essential toiletries. So think shampoo, conditioner, face wash, vitamin C serums, pretty much anything that I use right now as a part of my toiletries personal hygiene routine. As soon as they're run out, I can replace them. So I'm not going to be buying multiples. I'm not going to be buying backups. Even if there's a really good sale, I will just be buying what I need when I run out. Next is my medication that I take for different mental health things, as well as my skin. I also have a monthly wax appointment that I go to, get my underarms waxed, and I get my eyebrows tweezed and tinted. I would not give that up for the world right now. It's a little part of my month that just brings me a lot of joy and a lot of value in my life. I am going to limit myself to 2 hair salon visits this year. I have extremely long hair. I have pretty straight, kind of wavy hair, and it's pretty easy to manage, and I don't really do much with it. So I really only go to the salon once or twice a year, and so I'm just gonna keep that the same. I also go to physical therapy, regular therapy, and both of those come out of pocket for me, and I will still continue to pay for those in 2024. Another thing is that concert tickets and concert merchandise are a huge part of my life and things that bring me joy. If you look behind me, you'll see hats from concerts and baseball games and things like that. So I will continue to buy tickets to go to live music shows, and I will continue to purchase merch in order to support my favorite bands. So many of my favorite bands are small bands, they're pop punk, emo, Midwest emo kind of bands, and I want to support them through going to their shows and purchasing their merchandise. So I have 2 more things on this list, and those things are travel. I will absolutely continue to pay for travel. Experiences are so important to me, and my roommate, who is also my best friend, and we love to travel, we love to go to shows, and we love baseball. So those are all things that I will be still spending money on in 2024. And last but not least, the budgeting system that I use is called the Budget by Paycheck system. It was created by a fellow content creator named Kimiko Love. She's also a fellow Washingtonian, but she lives on the east side of the state. And I have been using her Budget by Paycheck system for about 5 years now. So when the time comes in October for hopefully her next launch, I will be repurchasing or purchasing the new version of the Budget by Paycheck workbook. So that is a list of all of the things that I will be spending money on. Next up is the list of things that I will sometimes be spending money on. Please excuse if there's some moving around. I had to step away and realign where my computer is so that I can see my list. So next on my sometimes list will be things like pins and patches. Those are the things that I choose to purchase as souvenirs when I travel. That also will include stickers. So I am a sticker, pin, and patches collector. I love those things, and they're all pretty small and they take up minimal space in my home. Another thing that I will continue sometimes spending money on is Mariners games concessions. I and my roommate are, wow, that was not English. My roommate and I are Flex members, which is a form of season ticket holding with the Mariners. And so we go to about 30 games a season. So I will continue to spend money on concessions there, but I will save up in a sinking fund money for those purchases, as well as parking in those situations as well. I am also a tattoo collector. I love tattoos. You can't see any of them on me currently, but maybe I'll do a tattoo tour. Let me know if that's something that you would want. I am planning to get 2 tattoos in 2024. One is a tattoo with my sister that I have been promising her for 3 years, and I said that I would pay for both of them and that I would make the appointment. So I haven't done that yet, but that is on my list in 2024 to do. I also, as a Christmas gift with my 2 best friends, we will all 3 be getting different versions of a brain with a bandage around it on crutches, as kind of best friend tattoos, also a nod to mental health, and they will be heavily inspired by Scott Erickson's painting or drawing of that as well. I will link that in the description bar below. Scott Erickson also is the inspiration for another one of my tattoos, and so I just love his art. Please go check him out. He's fantastic. And we're about halfway through that list. So I will continue to purchase gifts for birthdays and for holidays because gift giving is a way that I love to show appreciation and love towards those people in my life. I am limiting myself to 3 pairs of jeans this year. My body, as I have gotten older, has changed a lot, and so I am on a journey to find jeans that fit me well, are comfortable, and aren't going to break the bank. So I'm going to limit myself to 3 pairs of jeans. I will also be setting a monthly thrift budget. My goal is to pretty much only buy secondhand clothing this year if I can help it. Either secondhand clothing or small businesses around me. Would love to support those. But I am going to try to set a thrift budget each month this year, and I will just roll that over into the next month. So I am thinking about $100 a year, but I haven't, or a month, but I have not quite set that in stone yet. And I have 2 more things on this sometimes list, and those are items that have been on my want list or my wish list for 30 days. I really struggle with impulsive spending. Impulsive spending is actually a huge reason why I'm wanting to challenge myself to do this low buy / no buy year. I this year saved $3,000 to spend on summer activities for the summer of 2023, and I was so proud of myself for saving that money and getting that goal and hitting that goal. But after that $3,000 ran out, I kind of just kept spending money because I had gotten into the habit of it. And so I'm trying to break the habit of impulse spending, really focus on my wants versus my needs, and really just develop a better relationship with money. And the last thing that I will sometimes be spending money on are replacements. So, like I said on my always, or I will continue to spend money on this list, I will sometimes be spending money on replacements. So, If I have a pair of shoes that wears out, I can repurchase a replacement pair if I decide that I want it or I need it. Or my mascara runs out. Mascara is pretty much the only cosmetic item that I wear, and even then it's not very much. So I can purchase new mascara when my other mascara runs out. So replacements are going to be a sometimes and an always permitted thing. So that is my sometimes list. Last but not least, we are going to go on to my absolutely not list. Why am I calling it my absolutely not list, you might ask? Because I need to tell myself absolutely not. On my absolutely not list, this is going to have way less explanation to it. I'm just going to go kind of rapid fire through this. Hats of any kind. I have all of them that I need behind me. Planners and journals. I am a stationery collector and I never use them. I just never do. So no journals or planners. I have a planner that I need for 2024 and I have my budget by paycheck workbook, and so that's all I need. I will not be purchasing makeup other than replacement mascara. Hair accessories, again, I'm a collector, but I don't use them very often. My hair is usually like this. Books, I have a Kindle and I subscribe to Kindle Unlimited, so I shouldn't need to purchase books, and I have the local library for that. I will also not be purchasing sunglasses, purses, or bags, or pouches of any kind. Again, a collector of those things. I will not be purchasing any kitchen appliances. This year was the year of purchasing a toaster, replacement pots and pans, an ice maker, all these things. My roommate and I live in a rental, so we shouldn't need to purchase any more kitchen appliances unless something breaks out of nowhere. I shouldn't need to purchase any more. I will also not be subscribing to any new services. So that means all of the subscriptions that I have right now are all of the subscriptions that I'm going to have. Currently, I have Kindle Unlimited, Netflix, Aura, because I just got an Aura ring, Canva, and I think that's it. Amazon Prime also, if you count that. So I will not be adding any more subscriptions to my subscription list. In fact, my goal is to potentially, hopefully, decrease my number of subscriptions if at all possible. I will also not be purchasing any menstrual products. I have many reusable menstrual products. I have a disc, I have a cup, I have period underwear, I have reusable pads, pretty much the whole gamut. I purchased a lot of them this year. So far, my favorite has been a combination of a disc and my reusable pads / period underwear. If you have any questions about my period care products, please let me know. Send me an email, send me a comment, write me a comment, DM me on Instagram, all of those good things. And I'd be happy to talk to you about it or make a whole video about it. Last 3 things. I will not be purchasing any more liquid receptacles. So mugs, travel mugs, water bottles, anything like that. I have a part-time job at Starbucks, so this is going to be a practice in self-control. But I have 3 Nalgene's and a Stanley and an abundance of Starbucks tumblers that I already own. And quite frankly, I don't need any more, and we don't have space for them. And I'm sure my roommate will agree with me. 2 more things. I will not be purchasing any more blankets. We have blankets coming out of our ears in this apartment. I have 2 blankets on my bed. I have a storage box of blankets in my closet. We have a whole corner dedicated to blankets in our living room. We do not need any more blankets. I do not need any more blankets. So I will not be purchasing blankets in 2024. And last but not least, jewelry. I will not be purchasing jewelry in 2024. I have gold hoops that I wear pretty much every day. They're not in today. And I have a nose piercing and a navel piercing. And unless I lose either pieces of jewelry, I will not be repurchasing. And even if I did lose my nose ring, I have a stud that I would be happy to wear. But I don't have a replacement navel piercing, so I would need to go out and purchase one. So that is my list of potential things that I will spend money on, will maybe spend money on, and will absolutely not be spending money on in 2024. And things that I left off this list, my rent, my bills, things like that, I have to pay for those. And so I just didn't feel like they were worth putting on this list. I will be paying my phone bill and my car insurance and paying for gas and the essentials and things like that. So all of those things I will continue to pay for. And now I just wanted to get into the why behind this low spend, no spend year. So why did I choose to do this in the first place? Great question. I have been asking myself that too, because I have set out on so many goals and I haven't really ever stuck to them. I really want to get to the bottom of my relationship with impulsive spending and realizing what I need versus what I want. I grew up in a not super financially stable household. And so now that I have had my own job and a couple of jobs, and I've been making my own money and living on my own, I started developing some unhealthy habits because I really experienced lifestyle creep. I saw things and I said, I want that. And so I purchased it. And I was trying to make purchases, I think, to fill this void. I was trying to fill this like void in my heart, in my mind. Or I was trying to prove something to myself. Like, yeah, Shaniah, you can afford this, so you should buy it. And what I realized is that mindset just has me riddled with stuff that I don't really care about, stuff that I don't really want, stuff that I saw and I said, oh my goodness, I have to get this, otherwise I'm never going to have the opportunity again. And that I never looked at it again. So I really just want to be a good steward and grow in contentment with what God has provided me with right here and right now. And so something I've been trying to remind myself is something that Jesus says to the people that are listening when he is talking about anxiety, but also thinking too much about your material possessions. And he says, I'm going to paraphrase here, heavily paraphrase. But he talks about the birds of the air and he talks about the lilies of the ground and the grass that grows and how beautiful they are and how they don't have storehouses or barns or jobs or anything like that. And yet the Lord provides for them. And we mean so much more to the Lord. We are the creation that is made in God's image. We are the creation that was created to be in relationship with God. And so if he takes care of his creation in the smallest of ways, like taking care of the birds or the flowers or the grass, how much more will he take care of us? And I just need to remind myself that, and I want to remind myself that God has me. Even if I don't have an abundant life or an abundance of things or an abundance of money, God has given me exactly what I need for the day that I am living right now. And so with that in mind, I want to take that mindset into 2024 and thinking about God as my provider and the one who is taking care of me and the one who will continue to take care of me. So that is all of the things that I will might be and will absolutely not be spending money on in 2024. If you like more videos like this, again, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe if you want to come along the ride of um, this no buy, low buy year, some other goals that I'll be setting, and also just authenticity of a girl in her mid-20s in Western Washington. I know I keep saying this. I would love for you to join me. I would love to respond to your comments, your DMs, as long as I have the bandwidth. So until next time, love ya. Bye.